Good morning. My name is Henry Chidgey, and this is my Wednesday morning memo of December 22nd, 2021. I'm a leadership coach and mentor. I help owners and executive leaders develop their teams to grow their business so that they have more time, more results, and more money. I'm currently expanding my practice and am offering for a limited time a free 1-hour coaching session with me personally by Zoom. I'm confident that you will love having this time with me to focus on yourself, your dreams, and your goals. You will leave the session feeling renewed, re-energized, and inspired to get your results faster and easier than you ever thought possible. Today, I'll be sharing with you some thoughts about how to flesh out your goals and really get them done through your leadership. One thing I've noticed about many leaders, myself included, is that we hate doing administrative tasks. Many of us have a misconception, and it's a pretty big one at that writing things down and creating checklists is silly and impractical. For many leaders, they prefer keeping goals in their head because it's easier that way. Let me challenge this notion with several studies on behavioral psychology. Researchers have found that the act of writing down goals strengthens a person's commitment to them. The effects are so profound that many psychologists and behavioral scientists suggest that goal setting and then writing them down is one of the main indicators for future success. Let me say that again. Goal setting and writing them down is one of the main indicators for future success. I'd like to add an additional benefit in that goal setting also allows you to be accountable for your results and the tasks you have created to accomplish those results. This is particularly important when using a coaching style of leadership. You need to be aware of the goals of each of your team members so that you can review their progress with each of them and align and adapt strategies as each goal is accomplished. It's a dynamic system and one that can only be achieved when you know what your and your team's goals are. This all ties in perfectly with what I talked about recently in the previous memo about the importance of goal setting for success. People need to know why they should do something in order to become aware of what can be done so they can then become responsible for achieving it. Once your team establishes its why, you can now move on to the what. What are our short-term goals? What are our long-term goals? Creating a checklist makes these goals real. Notice that the what can also include both organizational and behavioral goals. Here's an example of those type of goals. Let's say Matthew leads a team of 10 and wants to optimize his team processes so that the outcomes are more reliably achieved. He has noticed that he tends to micromanage because he's afraid that one of his team members might make a mistake with him receiving the blame from upper management. A sample checklist for Matthew might look something like this. Goals and objectives, 6-month period. 1, improve delegation. 2, develop a leadership style. 3, craft a better organizational structure. Goals and objectives over a 12-month period. Be part of upper management in 3 years. You notice that these goals don't have to be fleshed out, at least not yet. It's important that you write down any and all goals that you and your group wants to achieve. From there, you can create a more in-depth chart that may look something like this. Area of improvement, skill level before and currently, behavioral changes that need to be done, and an impact on the business. As you are doing this, be sure and consider the metrics that you will use to determine progress and achievement of your goals. Do not depend on your feelings. Feelings are notoriously unreliable in objectively evaluating progress. You don't have to use each column exactly as it's written on the slide, but this should help you craft your own template. It's important that you still include a column that questions the why, as seen in the column headed Impact on Business. When you can successfully create a fully fleshed out chart that details both the why and the what for yourself and each member of your team, expect to notice a sudden shift in your team's performance. Often, many people just need to see things in real life to give them the push they need. This is one of the simplest and most effective ways of creating an action plan that really works. Leadership does matter. Thanks for being here. Please consider that 1, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day, and 2, failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. Bye-bye now. Take care.